This next piece of software is called Clarify. You'll install it. The only thing I'd say when you install, I would hit save, not run, and save that to your network drive, so when you need to install it the next day, it's there. Also, if something goes wrong, you have no idea where it really saved it. The Windows temp directory is an odd creature. Clarify is kind of a merger between screen captures and screen movies. It is a fast screen capture tool. So I'm going to go back to my same example. I've got Internet Explorer open. I'm going to go here and hit this capture an image. The image I'm going to capture is this here. I can adjust the window before I hit snap, and I hit this little photo thing. Yeah?
Now you have the Clarify screen up. When you want to capture image, does it automatically hide the Clarify?
It does. Yep, it puts it to the back. Okay, so there, it just added it there. Here, I get this title, but I may edit it, and I may just say, and I might say, go to CVTC homepage. Okay, you can edit this. I'll show you now. I'm going to go here and go to the next page. And sometimes it takes learning what I want. I really don't want this picture. I want this picture. Now there's a hotkey you can learn about, but if I don't know it, oh, now I got to get this set. Go back to Clarify, hit my camera. Oh, that's how that happened. Well, I'm going to go look at what my hotkey is to avoid that. Control-Shift-2. So I'm going to go Control-Shift-2. Up comes that. There goes my screenshot. I'm now going to log in. Okay, and now I'm going to just go to snap this screen. Control-Shift-2 and do that there. Okay, at this point, let's go look at what Clarify's gathered. I've got an image here. I don't want it. I'm just going to hit the delete key. What I want to do is create a subject, how to access student email. 1, go to my CVTC, right? 2, what do you do here? Yeah. 2, enter username. 3, we might do something like this, get rid of all of that, and say select email. Well, so far that kind of works, right? Now I'm going to click once on the image. Oh, undo that there. What would you say I would do?
To do what?
Yeah, what should a student do at this point? They went to this page, what should they do next?
Click on my CVTC.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how I've gotten better with this tool. I'm going to use this numbered field up in this text area, right? Click on my CVTC, right? Now watch, I'm going to click on my image. I'm going to go get the number icon and click there. And if I click again, I'll get the number 2. It'll just automatically keep adding to those. And I might want to do a box around this. Okay? So that annotates it. Then what do we do? So again, I've kind of learned, put the text in. Okay? 1, what would you do?
Type in the username.
Enter your CBDC ID, right? 2, enter your CBT password, right? 3, what would you do? Make sense? Now, what am I going to do down here? Click on the image one time, pick my tool that I desire, right? Then I can go 1, 2, 3, right? Then there's tools like this. This little B is the blur tool. Okay? Sometimes you got to go the other way. So that's blurring that. And we can, it's actually drawing a little gray rectangle that's over it. Okay? And now I've covered up my password in that. Personal discretion, I may say I want to leave the password so you can see that. I might even do this. Right? Once you've picked a tool, it's active. So everywhere you click, you get it. So if you want to get it out of that, click this arrow. Okay?
So like you just put a blur block off to the side, what buttons are you pushing to delete that?
Oh, I'm just Control Z.
Control Z.
Undo.
Okay.
You know, it's just the standard Windows one, and it makes life easier.
Yeah.
So now this is pretty good. I may or may not want to add an arrow. Okay? Up here, I can change the color of that. I'd be careful of picking colors that look just like your page. So if it was a Word document with black text, you might want to use red text for your instructions, or they might not know it's your instructions. So you just want it to look kind of obvious, right? Okay. Again, I think that numbering thing works good. Now what do we do here?
Select the student email or email icon.
So click on student email. Why don't I have a number field there?
Only one thing to do.
What's that?
Only one thing to do.
No, but why didn't it show up, number 1?
Click on the button.
I got to go up here, right? So I probably would still do it even though I've got one thing, so that I kind of keep matching how people are looking for things. Okay? Though I might do something like this. Here can be a problem. What is this little thing?
It's a ghost, the mouse icon.
There's an option to, do you want to click the cursor or not? Depending if you're telling them where to put the cursor, well, it looks like I'm supposed to click in this blank area, right? Especially depending how you shaped your instructions. You said, click on here. I see the arrow is in the middle of that logo. It ain't working for me. I got your directions. Okay. So you may do a text box, and it kind of comes out like this, and I'll just clobber it. Okay. Now, what's a good document? A good document means I never have to ask you what to do. Well, what did you mean by? That's not an instruction manual. Well, where did you want me to store the file? Oh, I must have goofed that up somewhere, right? So you want that in there. Now, here's the really beauty of this tool. I just want to check one more preference. There we go. Oh, I'm going to hit this PDF thing and export. It's now creating this whole thing into a PDF. Be mindful of paper is only so wide. So if you capture something big, it may not be there. You may have to size it down. And now it's, when I installed it, it said, do you want me to keep track of the documents? I said, yes. So under My Documents, it made a folder called Clarify Documents. So both my Clarify files are there, as well as my PDF. So here we are in my PDF reader, and you can see I have a table of contents on the left. Where did it get those from? Whatever I typed for that title, right? Up here, where did it get this title? No, it actually was when I gave it a subject. Well, it got the file name from whatever I called the subject. I'll show you that. Where'd Clarify go? Come back. It got it from right here, this area, over there. And that's a subject that I filled out when I first started. Okay?
And that, the subject matter or subject title becomes
the file name unless you do otherwise.
that's the default file name for it?
Yep.
I'm gonna say what-
And that's the problem. If you use defaults, you end up with all these Word documents called Untitled 1, Untitled 2, or you'd end up with subject name, or subject title 1, subject title 2. The operating system adds the 1 and 2. But here I've got this thing ready for print, easy to use, right? Again, either document a process or document a product. So I'm looking for you to exercise this tool to demonstrate competence, so I might even say there might be some more steps you might add here or more explanation. But this is the idea, okay? So you're making a document that any new user could grab and have to do that. Maintenance software, how to log in parts orders, how to log stock removal, that type of thing that can cause confusion. Boy, if you can have Clarify loaded, this is like a $29 program. To me, it's a steal. I purchased the Mac PC both license, and it was another $10. So I can run it on my Mac, I can run it on my PC. I really like what it outputs is PDF. Pretty universal format. Everybody's going to have that. You can read it on your phones, you can read it on all sorts of devices. Compared to, oh, I got this movie file, or I've got this special Word file. Oh, I don't have Word. Oh, well, get it. Right? What I really want is the PDF or the printed version. I don't really want the Word document, right? I really want the end document. So, very nice tool for that. As you saw, too, I wasn't thinking too hard. You know. You can play around with these. These are the line thicknesses. These are the fonts. I'm kind of too lazy. It's documentation. If you're into buying it, I'll just show you one other feature. I can customize my PDF template. And so, you know, I can just call it this, Industrial Mechanics. Now, I can pick some fonts, stuff like that. Oh, I always hate these programs that, I like a save, you know? I kind of like to know I got so used to that, now when they're automatic I get kind of lost. I'm replacing the one we just had open. If you get an error, you've left the last one open. I closed it, so it'll say I can't do that, that file's in use. Oh, yeah, like that. So I'm not as sharp as I thought I was. Now I'll do it. And there it comes up. And now you see I'm able to control the colors, brand it a little bit, I can put in a footer, how to access student, the title went down there and the page number. So then it looks like it came from your company or whatever, or your department. Again, those are features you learn after you go through it some. Okay? Questions on that? Sometimes we're in too much of a hurry and we don't realize that we could replace the step image. We don't see what this is. Here it's a delay. So instead of capturing right when I hit it, it gives me a couple seconds. Here I'm going to hit capture, and then now down here, do you see what the letters say way on the bottom? C hides the cursor, R gives me the previous area, and C will hide my cursor. Okay? It does not have a escape at this point. You have to capture it and then delete if you don't want what you just did. Okay? This is kind of a new Windows 7 feature I've kind of discovered. You see this multiple layers? I didn't have that in XP. I saw it show up now in 7. Windows are really like layers, and Windows 7 must have a translucent thing set rather than to cover. Well, this is capturing both of that. Maybe there's a setting I need to change my desktop. I'd go onto I'd email their support and they'd tell me what to do, or maybe it's upcoming in an upgrade and I haven't upgraded. So it seemed when I had the screen ready, I didn't get that. So yours had that. We wondered if you copied Jing or what. I think it's just having to have the wrong window. Haven't quite seen it perfect what's going on, but I was able to eliminate it by just having my window ready, or using the shortcut. That's what I did. I used the Control-Shift-2, and then when I was already looking at the image. Okay, so that's Clarify. Okay, great. These couple tools are really powerful for documenting. You will be just known as a guru to do this kind of stuff. When you can help other workers be more productive, this is a great tool. You could Jing, you could screen copy, you could put it into Word, then go get another, then the image, then another, then the image. The thing I like about Clarify, it's all one file. And I don't have to have these images, then annotate it. Oh, I got to do that in Microsoft Paintbrush. Horrible program if you ever really try and play with it. And now I've just got so many different files. Delete those images. I lost my screen capture. Here it's all inside of Clarify. If I need to update this, I can add more detail. Okay? Make sense? Okay. Very